This is a story about inheritance. The kind that seeps into your bones when you grow up in a country where a particular motorcycle is everywhere. Where getting that motorcycle for yourself is a rite of passage into manhood. This is my 1986 Cast Iron 350. She's a manifestation of all the classic notions of good taste and beauty. Her lines, pardon the gender, run seamlessly without a hard corner anywhere. Beautiful retro dials, a flower-shaped fuel tank cap, the trademark bulging headlamp, and those lovely round mudguards. A couple of nasty gashes from when someone backed into her, but apart from those, she's in great shape. She's taken me to Ladakh, to Sikkim, through terrain she had no business going to. But that's all in the past. I don't get to ride her much anymore. She's not road legal. But in another 10 years, she will be a bona fide vintage. But this story is not about her.
So many years back, well before this current crop of Enfields came around, Enfield had come out with this advertisement, quite memorable. It said, "We've been different by staying the same." Still remember that. A few years back, I was in Bangkok. I was at the Hunter 350 launch, and I was chatting with Siddharth Lal, the main guy at Aicha who's responsible for Enfield as we know it today. And I was telling him about my motorcycle and how everything I know about motorcycles comes from there and how it's so unique and how they don't make them like that anymore. And he looked at me and said, you're one of those guys. And I wondered what he meant. And I realized what he meant was I was one of those guys who was resisting the change that had come to Enfield. And I suppose he gets a lot of that. But he was right. I am prejudiced. And when I think classic, I think that motorcycle. Now the Hunter 350 was a different motorcycle, so it was no problem, but I have assiduously avoided riding anything that is a modern retro classic. And well, until now. This one certainly looks the part, doesn't it? So have they stayed different by staying the same or haven't they? We'll find out. Let's see what you got, babe.
Let's start with what hits you first. The way this motorcycle looks, and it is absolutely stunning. The flowing lines from the big round headlamp all the way back to the curved rear fender, it all comes together beautifully. And unlike some retro bikes that end up looking like they're playing dress up, this one does feel genuinely authentic. Under that retro skin sits RE's proven 648cc parallel twin. The same engine that powers the Interceptor, the Continental GT, the Super Meteor, the Shotgun and the Bear. Puts out 47 horsepower at 7,250 RPM and 52 Newton meters of torque. Now those aren't exceptionally big numbers on paper, but the way this engine delivers its power is the real story. The torque comes in low and stays consistent through the mid-range, which means overtaking in the city or settling into a highway cruise at 80 to 100 kilometers per hour feels quite comfortable. From the rider's seat, the exhaust note through those dual P-shooter pipes is pleasant but certainly not overwhelming. But from the outside, it sounds absolutely gorgeous, a deep, characterful thrum that turns heads. This has been a standard Sunday ride circuit for as long back as I can remember. Get out on the Mehrauli Badarpur road, originally commissioned by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq in the 14th century, and then stop at Surajkund on the way.
Doesn't look like anything much anymore, does it? This used to be like a regular pit stop when we used to go for bike rides, I don't know, a decade or longer back. It's hard to believe, but what you see in front is a kikad forest, but it used to be a really lovely lake with boats on it. I remember boating here. I mean, the world is changing before our eyes. Suraj Kund, dedicated to the sun god. I think it was built around the 10th century by Suraj Pal of the Tomar dynasty. Lasted till the 12th century or so. Oh, there is some water. Kind of ironic that this place is dedicated to the sun, because it's a testament to what happens when we don't respect nature. The water has dried up, the water table has gone down. But look at this monument. I mean, can you imagine? More than a millennia and a half. Man comes and goes, but sometimes they build stuff that lasts. So a gorgeous day for a ride. I spoke too soon.
Once the city falls away and the road opens, something loosens. Your grip, your shoulders, your head. What I like about this motorcycle is just how easy it is to ride. It could be the seat height, but it's incredibly easy to throw into corners, to counter steer, to pull to a stop and keep on line. In that sense, it belies its 243 kilograms. Machine Café is one of those places that exists because of people like us. A biker cafe in Gurgaon where the menu has about as much personality as the clientele. It's an ode to Royal Enfield as it is anything else. The big Meteor 650 occupies pride of place. There's a nod to the brand's heritage with a classic-looking motorcycle by Bobby Singh, while Vijay Singh of Rajputana Customs has channeled his inner racing pedigree into another gorgeous interpretation of the modern Enfield. Why are women on bikes so stereotyped? Now, there's a thing that happens in the biking community, and let's be honest, it's mostly a male community, where people gatekeep. The cast iron guys, like me, look down on the UC engine guys. The old school riders think the new 650 twins are too smooth, too refined, and everybody has an opinion about women riders. For the record, I wanted to meet someone who has a better frame of reference for the classic 650. Niharika just happens to be a woman.
So my producer asked me, so sir, you're going for a story with a biker girl. I said, no, she's not really a biker girl.
A word I would not associate myself with.
Niharika's world doesn't lead with one thing. She talks about the dance, the pottery, the horse riding, the motorcycling.
You have a 500?
I have a 500.
How long have you been riding it?
Almost 10 years now.
10 years,
Yeah, 10
so
years.
perfect. Now, what do you have before that?
I had a Thunderbird.
Oh, so you're an out-and-out RE person.
Out and out.
I've been riding REs for a very long time, but I've had the same RE since 1997.
That's crazy. With my bike, I've kept her completely stock. Except the seat belt. I made her single-seater, that's all.
Like, what would you change? What do you feel you don't have? Or what would you want more of?
Power, yes. Again, as much as I've gotten used to the vibrations, they do tire you out. So maybe that bit.
Anyway, so have your coffee, then let's go have a look at the bike.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
And we'll go for a bit of a spin.
Sure, I want to try the new one.
Very pretty motorcycle.
Thank you. Meet Janice.
Janice.
Meet Meraj.
Nice to meet you, Janice. Very pretty motorcycle. So can I ride this one?
Of course, yeah.
And there you go. What do you think of that? Let me take it off the stand for you.
Yeah, thank you. I like the paint job. This is kind of interesting. It's
Yeah,
like
I know.
a feminine,
A heart. Huh?
a heart.
I'm also going to try.
Yeah. Let's gear up. The boys have it easy.
Oh, you got to do a lot, huh?
Yeah, well, I've got long hair, so I've got to wrap them in.
Actually, suits you.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I think she is a tad bit bulkier than mine. Tad nahi, काफी. मेरी वाली से तो काफी है.
There's something about riding with somebody, not in a group. Groups can be a bit chaotic, but two riders, two bikes, the same road. You fall into a rhythm without trying.
Well, I have to say, it looks cool, but there's nothing quite like a full-faced helmet. Oh. How are you feeling?
Fabulous.
Fabulous, huh? Nothing like getting out for a ride, huh?
It's been a long time and I'm coming to this road for the first time.
It's a gorgeous place, no?
Yeah.
In fact, even further ahead, it's even very nice.
It doesn't feel like Delhi NCR.
I really enjoyed riding a motorcycle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a very familiar motorcycle.
It is. It is. It feels like home.
It feels like home to you, but it feels familiar to me. I'm interested though. What did you think of this? Is it too big for you? Is it?
After this one, definitely it feels way bigger.
Right.
She's very beautiful to look at.
She is, no doubt.
And very powerful.
My everyday ride is a T120, so it felt like small and nimble.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I rode your bike, and now when I'm getting on this, it does feel much larger.
Yeah, it does. It's an instant feeling.
It's an instant upgrade. But I mean, I have to say, because I was looking at you riding it, it looks gorgeous.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah?
I would
and it suits you.
Yeah.
You were looking great on it. Yeah. So still, this is the one, huh? For you?
This is the one for me for now.
For now. Okay, fair enough.
Well, it's for life. I'm not going to, even if I get another bike, I am not letting go of, Janice, because...
Janice, huh?
If I ever have a kid, this one goes to my kid, and I would like it to go to her kids, and may it live forever.
I like what they've done with this bike.
For sure. No denial. It's a great upgrade. Feels good. Very powerful when you compare it to this one.
And also the twin feeling is a twin feeling.
100%.
Once you've ridden a twin, it's very hard to go back to a single cylinder.
Especially when we were riding on GFR, there's a feeling when you have that power. And my husband has this favorite line, is when in doubt, throttle out.
Throttle out.
It's not a bike to really zip.
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel like you want to either. So, 80 kilometers per hour, if you want a twin and you want to, I guess you could do long distance on it too, right? Probably.
If you can do long distance on this, 100% you can do it on that. So, you can do a long distance on 350. So,
well said.
Yeah. It does feel like a real upgrade over the other bikes.
It does, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 650 is a gorgeous engine, yeah. Can't wait to see what they do with the 750. Anyway, on that note, do you want to ride that or do you want to ride this?
Mine.
Okay. Shall we?
Let's.
Okay, chalo. All right. But thanks for taking this time out, huh?
Not at all. This was fun. Also riding with you, Meraj.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It has, for sure.
Loved what Niharika said about RE being about a feeling. You see, Royal Enfield has always understood that a motorcycle isn't just metal and rubber, and with the Classic 650, the company has bottled a very specific feeling, nostalgia, and served it up with a thoroughly modern chassis underneath. Now, this is where the conversation gets a bit nuanced. At 243 kilograms curb weight, this is not a lightweight motorcycle. In fact, it's the heaviest RE on sale. Now, it's a double-edged sword. On open highways, this means that the bike is rock solid, feels planted and composed even when crosswinds pick up. But in the city, that mass does make itself known, filtering through traffic, maneuvering into tight parking spots, U-turns on narrow roads, etc. All of that does require some effort and familiarity. It's not a flickable motorcycle, although I have to say that after the T120 that I ride, it certainly feels that way. The 800mm seat definitely helps. Most riders of average height will be able to flat foot comfortably, and the low center of gravity helps offset the weight somewhat. Now the suspension. Now this has been a common criticism across all 650s. The setup is quite firm, but perhaps less so than its counterparts. On smooth tarmac it's fine, but on broken Indian roads, and let's be honest, there can be quite a few of them, that stiffness does become a bit uncomfortable over longer rides. The bike comes with its softest setting as standard, which doesn't give you too many options. Vibes, you will feel some when you push the engine hard, but not uncomfortably so. The 650, once you get used to it, is perfectly usable as an everyday commuter, and it can be used for long rides as well. As Niharika put it, if we can take a 350 single to Ladakh, then the classic 650 is certainly up to the task. For RE enthusiasts, however, I suspect that the classic 650 might just be the most compelling thing that RE has ever built.
Now this bit wasn't really in the script. With the ride over, Niharika mentioned that she's got to head back and go for her Kathak class. We thought we'd drop by just for the visual contrast. Except that it isn't really. Niharika ties her gungroos the same way she puts on her riding gloves, with the same precision, anticipation, the same focus that says, I'm about to do something that requires all of me. The word Kathak comes from Katha, which means story. The need to tell stories doesn't live in one place or one medium. It doesn't care whether you're on a motorcycle or on a wooden floor with bells on your ankles. The impulse is the same. Move, express, be present, don't stop. Kathak began as storytelling in North Indian temples, evolved in Mughal courts, survived colonial neglect, Bollywood's appropriation, and the attention span of the internet. It's still here. Like a lot of things that matter, it stayed the same by finding new feet. The more I think about it, that's becoming the theme of this story. The refusal to be reduced to a single story. And maybe that's the thing we've forgotten in all our categorizing and labeling and filing people into neat little boxes. That the best version of a human being isn't the one that fits a description. It's the one that keeps evolving.